Title: Betting Big on Youth. Should Dicey Gambling Education Roll into High Schools? TLDR: The casinos in the classroom, folks. As online betting is going full tilt in 33 states, authorities are pondering if it's time to educate teens about gambling risks in school. Reports show 60 to 80% of high schoolers gambled for cash last year, with 4 to 6% at risk of developing a gambling problem. With lucky teens sneakily betting using mum and dad's accounts or offshore sites, several states are considering mandatory gambling risk education in the curriculum. But hey, does the house always win, or could this gamble on education turn the odds in the kids' favor? Now, let's go all in on this story, shall we? Once upon a time, we had a high school hotshot named Nick. His name is changed because, well, he's in a bit of a pickle right now. Nick could shoot three-pointers like it was nobody's business, and his buddies were more than happy to put their money where their mouths were, betting $5 or $10 per shot. Fast forward a few years, and Nick's found himself on the wrong side of a $700,000 debt, having stolen money from his job to feed his gambling habit. Ouch, Nick. Flashback to Nick's high school years, and there was zilch in terms of classes about the risks of gambling, the potential fallout, or financial impact. Now, with online gambling easier to access than an all-you-can-eat buffet in 33 states embracing legalized sports betting, the big question is, should gambling risk education roll into high schools? According to the National Council on Problem Gambling, 60 to 80% of high school students gambled for money last year, and 4 to 6% are at risk of developing a gambling problem. So, should we let the dice keep rolling, or is it time for a reality check? Virginia, for one, enacted a law last year requiring schools to introduce classes on gambling and its addictive potential. Other states like New Jersey and Michigan are mulling over the idea too. But the question remains, will learning about gambling risks deter or allure teens into the world of betting? Online games are also pushing teens to bet their luck. With loot boxes offering rewards for real money, the act of gambling is becoming as normalized as binge-watching Netflix. Question is, are we unwittingly raising a generation of high-rolling gamblers? Critics argue that we educate our children about alcohol, drugs, and other risky behaviors, so why not gambling? But is this the same thing? Will talking about gambling risks, just like sex education, encourage or discourage our kids to take their chances? The story of our not-so-lucky Nick should be a cautionary tale, not an inspiration. He lost his first big bet on the NBA Finals in 2013, and since then, it's been a never-ending chase of trying to win back what he lost. Shouldn't his story be the first lesson in our gambling education classes? In a world where digital life blurs the lines between gaming and gambling, and with our youth so engrossed in their screens, is it time to change the game by educating them about gambling risks? Are we ready to place our bets on this gamble? Your move, folks. What do you think? Disclaimer: this article does not provide investment advice or recommend any form of gambling. Always gamble responsibly and within your means.